Hi everybody, Abby here. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to be exploring a little bit of a different topic. I want to talk about secret societies today. I know a lot of people in our world long to see the secrets that are hidden beneath the surface, for those secrets to come out and be exposed, right? We want to know what's going on. What is the government hiding from us? What are these secret societies up to, right? A lot of people, when they think of a secret society, they think of satanic rituals, right? Weird sex stuff going on. So we gotta explore, what is a secret society? Why does it exist in the first place? In order to explore how you expose secret societies, or how we create a shift in our human consciousness, in our collective, so that these types of secrets can finally rise to the surface, right? I really feel strongly that the word secret needs to be just taken out. These are simply experiences. Secret feels like it's a hidden mystery. There's a negativity about it. That's why it's a secret. Secrets are things that we don't want to tell anybody else because we're afraid of what they're going to think if they were to know about that secret. So a secret society is a place where people of like mind can go to share in a secret experience with each other. An experience that is safe for them to have, where the rest of the world is not there to judge them, to persecute them. And if those secret societies, are they sacred? If they're secret, are they sacred? I think they could be sacred. Depends on the wisdom, right? So some of these sacred societies, let's say they are exploring satanic rituals. I want to ask you a question. If there's secret societies exploring satanic rituals, how does that make you feel? Does that make you feel like the evil is controlling the human race? Do you feel that Satan has power? Because if you feel that Satan has power, now Satan has power. Do you feel that love has power? Because if you feel that love has power, now love has power. Love is everybody. Love is literally everybody. So if you want to say Jesus has power, why don't we just say love has power? Jesus can be a symbol of that love. You can also be a symbol of that love. And if people want to go to a secret place to get to know the darker side of what love looks like, which would be satanic, is what we would define it as, why can't that be okay? They're simply souls wanting to explore an alternative side of energy. Souls wanting to have that experience. Now, there could be souls that are of children, right? This is where it's going to get dicey, and a lot of people are going to feel very vulnerable about this conversation, because people feel vulnerable when it comes to the awful things that kids have to go through all over the world. The black internet, that's a secret thing, right? There's clearly a market, and who's got the money for this market? There's clearly some freaking rich people in order to fuel a black market where kids are being tortured in order for somebody to make a lot of money. Now, for a secret society to be exposed, for a secret group to be exposed, what are we going to do with that exposure? How would you feel about that? Do you feel that people that are sexually molesting children in satanic rituals should be shot in the head? And if you feel they should be shot in the head, where do you think the soul is going to go? It's going to come back and keep working on this one, all right? So it's just going to come around and around and around in a circle. We can't shoot people in the head anymore. We can't even send them really to prison in the way that we've been doing it, because this stuff has got to get reconciled on a deeper level. It can't get reconciled in the mind, because the mind is going to put a label on this as bad, okay? And that's why secret societies exist, because people don't know how to process the things that these souls are wanting to explore. And oftentimes it's enough that it's very negative and would freak people out. It could even cause a war. It could cause all kinds of things to happen. Does that make it good? Does that make it healthy? Does that make it a betterment for the human race? You see all the concepts that come into this type of conversation about secret societies, the dark sides of secret societies. the exposure of secret societies, and how would we handle that exposure? And what are we doing as a human race to actually help people? Actually, and I mean help people. So let's say we have a sex offender, a child molester, who was also molested as a child, whose parents were also molested as children. And on it goes. And what are we going to do about that child molester? We're going to think very negatively about this. We're going to fear for our own kids' safety. We're going to do a lot of things except help that person. We will just want that person to go to prison, go to jail for the rest of their life. But we're not going to help that person. You see what I'm saying? Secret societies exist because we don't want to help people. And those types of people that need the most amount of help have to kind of hide in the dark and do disturbing things because they don't even know how to help themselves a lot of the time. This is a really big deal. A really big deal. I want to ask you another question, a more simple question. Now, do you have any secrets? Some people have secrets, right? Sometimes relationships, one side has had experiences that they don't want to tell the other side of that relationship. So I have secrets that I don't want you to know, because if you knew these secrets, I think you would not be able to handle it. You wouldn't know how to handle it. It would make you angry. You might be inspired to hurt somebody. I'm having a secret affair. Relationships have a lot of secrets, right? Why do they have secrets? We're protecting people, right? From themselves, from their emotions. Is that helping? Does it help anybody to have secrets? If you're having a secret affair, is that helping your relationship at all? Or is it just protecting yourself from something you don't want to talk about? So now in everyday life, we have a secret society within ourselves, our own secrets that we don't want to talk about. Now, how bad is having a secret affair in comparison to having, let's say, a secret satanic sex cult? How bad is it? I'm telling you, what is the difference in negativity? Is there a volume of what is super bad and what is acceptably bad? This is super unacceptably bad, satanic sex ritual. This is acceptably bad. We can tolerate this, but we can't tolerate that. This person doesn't need to go to jail. This person does, because we don't know how to tolerate this sex satanic ritual cult thingy. Secret societies, right? So if you're able to have secrets, then why can't the government have secrets? Why can't secret societies exist? Why can't souls want to explore the dark sides? Why can't they do that? Why is that not okay? Another thing that I come across, and this is a tough conversation, right? And I know I'm going to hit some nerves with people, but this is the type of conversation the human race is ready for, because we are ready for this type of healing. It's a deep wound in our collective. Secretive stuff is a deep wound in our collective. I recently found out, after Joe and I did the Pope Francis journeys, that Pope Francis actually came out and started to say he wants to crack down on the sexual misconduct that's been going on in the Christian church. I mean, this is huge. Pope Francis literally came out and says he wants to make a difference. Is he being persecuted now because he comes out and says he wants to make a difference? He's being persecuted now. Some people are supportive of it. Some people aren't supportive of it. Even in the media, where we should actually be supporting this. How are these secrets ever going to come out if we don't encourage people, if we don't thank people for coming forward with honesty, and we persecute them for coming forward with honesty? I have an attraction to having sex with little kids. Now suddenly they're the demon of society. Let's not help those people. Let's just put those people away, right? Now we know why secret societies exist, because people can't handle that type of information. Now, Abby, I, in a way, am exposing secrets that people can't handle. I get this a lot. People can't tolerate my experiences with the spirit realm. I see that souls fragment. People don't know how to process that. We die, we go to heaven, that's it. People don't realize that souls have experiences after death, and those experiences are challenging too. And it's okay. Literally, everything is totally okay. People don't know how to fathom this. They can't comprehend this. It's too much. It's way too much. I get a lot of, comments, about the vulnerability that people have with what I'm sharing. And if what I'm sharing is too extreme, I must be channeling demons. I must be working with the evil of the universe. The thing is we're either going to be working with the mind, right? And the mind is full of fear. Or we're going to be working with the heart, and the heart is open-minded, right? It opens the mind. It allows for a new version of perspective, patience, love, gratitude. We need to be working with the heart in order to welcome people to open up and be honest with us about what they're going through. If they're having problems like this, if they have hungers that are actually going to be detrimental, serial murderers. Maybe some of these people know they have a problem, but they have nobody to go to because they know if they were to say anything, people are not going to know how to help them, aren't going to know how to process that. They're going to want to lock them away. That is a mind-based reaction. And we got to start working in the heart. Okay? So let's say there's secret societies that actually possess a great deal of extraordinary wisdom about the human race. If people can't tolerate knowing about soul fragments, how are they going to tolerate knowing that, let's just say, the human race wasn't coming from apes, but coming from an alien race? Let's just throw that out there. A lot of people are desensitized to that idea at this point. The idea that we didn't evolve from apes, we're starting to become desensitized to that idea. It's becoming more of an open-minded idea. I guarantee, 100 years ago, that idea, you would be shot, murdered, hung for even speaking those words, right? We're slowly moving in a direction, positive direction, believe it or not. The world is moving into a positive direction, believe it or not, of open-mindedness. Okay? And I know that because I can sit here and talk about these things, and there is a safety zone in doing that. I feel safe to be able to express myself. I guarantee if it was 100 years ago, I would not be doing this. World wasn't ready for it yet. The world is becoming more open-minded. Becoming more open-minded is more open in the heart. Okay? So this whole conversation about secret societies is really asking you the question, what are you tolerable of? What are you intolerant of? And what do you feel about the ability to accept and to help others that are making extreme choices without judgment, as Jesus would do? It's just simply asking a question. And in a way, this video here is an opportunity to desensitize the human race so that more of this suffering, it literally is suffering and fear that people are holding inside themselves, fear of I'm having a secret affair, fear of what the other will say, or fear of what the greater community will say. We're holding this inside, but we can't anymore. We can't hold our secrets inside. I say this a lot. People want the government to be exposed. They want exposure of things. But at the same time, they don't want to expose their dirty laundry, but they want the government to expose their dirty laundry. And then Pope Francis comes out to expose the dirty laundry of the Christian church, and people don't like that. He's getting scrutinized for it. He also is getting a lot of positive stuff too. There's always going to be both sides. But we have to keep working on this one. And it could take a few generations. Some people say we don't have a few generations left. The earth is going to die. We're all going to die with it in 10 years. I don't believe that. I believe that what we're going through right now is the old and bitter, painful wounds of our collective rising to the surface and we are evolving, and we are becoming more open, and we are wanting to find a support group. We're wanting to get more help, more opportunities. Spirituality is actually growing, becoming more open-minded, right? So we're getting there. And the earth is going through a rebirth process. Rebirth is painful. It hurts. It's the death of ego. The earth is going through it, okay? Is the earth going through a death of ego? Well, it's something akin to that. From chaos births new life, right? Something of this nature. It's not fun giving birth to children, but yet it's a miracle at the same time. And so that is how I see the earth, is going through that type of phase of death, rebirth phase, death, new life phase. And we too are going through this, and we too need to start asking these questions. So that's what I want to say about secret societies today. I feel like mentioning one more thing real quick. I want you to really explore the meaning of love. When I think about this word, and I think about the most corrupt things happening on the planet right now, the most corrupt things happening to children right now, and how we just want it to all go away. But we don't have any solutions for it, do we? What's the solution? In my world, the solution is love. We need to start encouraging people to be honest, giving them a safe space to speak, helping them, not persecuting them, helping them, healing them. And when we heal someone in suffering out there, going through something, they have a weird hunger for watching children be cut apart, and they will pay millions of dollars for it. They know that this isn't right. They just can't seem to control it. They don't know what to do about it. So they need help, but there's no real help for these people, is there, except a bullet in the head, right? That's why we need to start working with love and asking these questions. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I want to thank you for exploring this message with me, for being open-minded. Feel free to share your thoughts. I can imagine there's going to be extreme thoughts. There's going to be beautiful thoughts. It's okay. You can share whatever you want to share. This is me sharing whatever I want to share, right? So that's the freedom of free speech, yeah? Free speech that comes from the mind, or free speech that comes from the heart and the soul. Either way, we are working on it. And let's just keep working on it with love. All right. Thank you for watching. If any of you are interested in working with me one-on-one for a psychic session, because I am a professional psychic and spiritual healer, you can come visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all a wonderful day.